Everyone is talking E now and the opportunities for small businesses, big businesses, individuals. And that's why we're discussing now with the Chief Executive Officer of Green Exchange, the Green Exchange. Ola Enright joins us now from London to tell us some of the opportunities that you may even be able to tap into. It's called Photovoltaic-Battery technology, the potentials in it. Maybe you should help us explain this and say it out for us to understand and see some of the opportunities that are inherent in this. Ola, I would like to hear that first. Good afternoon.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good afternoon. So, as we know, Nigeria is, of course, able to receive a lot of sunlight. So, a source of energy that is becoming far more popular in the last few years has been solar energy. But unfortunately, the sun does not shine all day and all night. What PV enables is for the trapped energy that is generated by solar to be utilized when there is not even sunlight. So it can be used during the nighttime or even in periods where there is no sunlight. It's becoming increasingly popular, and we are forecasting it to be a great topic of discussion in the next year at COP29, where we'll discuss getting investment into PV to grow solar energy and how we can use it in more rural areas where you may not have access to traditional forms of energy. PV will provide an excellent opportunity there.
Yeah, but I mean, most of these things are so capital intensive. When you talk about solar energy, I mean, even some of the big companies run away from it because of how expensive it is, the initial cost of it. So how does this drill down? You mentioned the rural areas. How can they tap into it, looking at the capital that is involved?
Absolutely. So what we're hoping we're going to see is the development fund stepping up to really take advantage of what a great development PV is. So if we can get financing from the Dutch, the British development funds, and even AFDB, into installing PV in more rural areas in Nigeria, I think that is going to be an excellent development, because as you mentioned, it is an expensive form of energy to get up and running, but when it is in operation, it's a very strong source. So hopefully the development funds are going to step up and recognize the development of PV and how effective it can be.
So, but how is this different from what we have already? Already in households, a lot of households now, they do have alternative source of energy, and it's mostly solar. So you have companies that, provide the solar panel, the batteries, and they help set up in homes. How's that different from this?
Yeah, so what PV does is it just essentially stores the energy from the sunlight when you're not even getting any sun. So instead of having to just use solar energy when you're getting sunlight during the day from the hours of sunrise to sunset, you'll be able to access the solar energy during night. So the energy that is being stored from the solar can be accessed when there's not even sun. That is why this is such a fantastic development, because it gives you 24-hour access to the energy that solar creates.
But
I hope that adds more clarity.
Yeah, but isn't that the same thing as now people do use, I think mostly lithium, or lithium batteries to store power? So during the day there's sun, it's captured in there, and at night it can be used. Isn't that the same?
So lithium it's cleaner, of course, it's electric mobility, but it is still mined. Lithium is a mineral that we're mining from the ground, in opposed to solar, which is utilizing just the sun. So it's a far more cleaner form of energy than using lithium. So that's why PV is going to provide such excellent opportunities.
All right, we'll see how that goes in Nigeria, and because, as you noted, it's really capital intensive. But I mean, we do need electricity for economic activities and, for recreation and all of that. But thank you so much for your time, Ola Enright, the Chief Executive Officer of the Green Exchange, for your time this afternoon.
Thank you.